Hey everyone, it's Susie Lee with Bellalina Boutique. Welcome to the All Things Vintage and Thrifted Spring Marathon. Yay! I am so excited to be here. Thank you, Miss Tracy, for asking me. Such an honor always to be here. If you're just jumping on, say hello so that I know you're here. And let's see, let me bring up your comments and wait for Miss Tracy to hopefully share me over into the group. I know I'm a couple minutes early. I like to just hop on early so that we're not all rushed and all of that, so I can say a couple hellos. And we only have 30 minutes, so I'm only going to get just a quick few hellos in. Hey Treese, hey Ruby, how are you? Nice to have you ladies. We're only going to get a little bit of chit chat and time. I've been up here prepping today, so I'm hoping that everything goes pretty smoothly and that we can get everything in. So how's everybody doing? You've been enjoying this great event? It's been awesome, hasn't it? Hey Shelly, how are you? And Susan, good evening. Hey Vicky and sweet Sybil, how are you? So today I'm going to do a project that I've had in my stash. It was thrifted. I've had it for probably almost a year. It's almost been a year because I think I picked it up before my daughter's wedding. When I was shopping for wedding things for her, and her wedding was in September. So it's been almost a year. So anyway, I have got 3 coats of Fusion Mineral Paint in raw silk, my favorite, on this already. Who remembers me sharing this beautiful teapot? Isn't this stunning? Already I love it. It was a silver teapot, as you can see, that I painted with 3 coats of Fusion Mineral Paint in raw silk. It's a beautiful finish paint. I use it for so many things. And I am going to zhuzh this baby up, and it's going to end up being a floral centerpiece. Hey, Peggy. Hey, Michelle Bolts. Hey, Cheryl. How are you, ladies? Good to have you. Hey, Crazy Mom Creations. How are you? And Lisa and Della Bella's in the house. Cool. Hey, Diane. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to zhuzh this thing. First thing I'm going to do, the very first thing is I'm going to take the details. Now, if you look closely, you'll see some real fine details underneath that white paint. And now I've been really struggling with some golds lately. My gold, my liquid gold that I typically use, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love liquid gold. And I ended up even buying some of these pens, mirror chrome markers, and they're okay, but they don't get in the nooks and crannies like I like. They're great for writing, scripting and things like that, but not so much for this. So I was at Walmart the other day, and they have this folk art treasure gold. Has anybody ever used this? I have not, but I tried it on this hinge right here. And the details of this are going to be in the gold. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to gild some of the details, like in the arm of the teapot here. I'm just going to go in here and in the lip here of the teapot. Just going to give it a little bit of zhuzhing and see how this works. And if it doesn't look good, then you know what? We'll do something else with it. We'll get another gold. We got more golds. The reason I like this one though is because it doesn't asphyxiate me to death when I'm using it. Up here in my craft room with the door shut, it doesn't have a strong odor, and I'm all about that. How about you? So anyway, hey, my Jennifer, is my Jennifer on here? How are you? Since I talked to you, what, like half hour ago? Jennifer and I talk a lot. We had some catching up to do though, because she was out of town, and so we had some catching up to do. Oh yeah, I like this gold. I like it a lot. It's a not real garish gold. It's pretty. It's kind of muted a little bit, which I like. And it's getting into all the little nooks and crannies. And I like it's covering the silver. That's what I want. That's what I want. I'm just going to take my time because I don't want to mess this up. It's so pretty. I love this pot. Isn't this a sweet pot? Hey, Agatha. Excuse me. I've been choking on thin air lately. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm doing some zhuzhing. I am. All right. And spots here I missed. All right, and around just the mouth, I think, of this, I'm gonna gild it just enough to where it looks special. We want it special. Okay, right here, there's some zhuzhing that needs to be done, I want to say. This looks like a swan to me. These little details in here just looks very swan-ish. Very pretty, very, very pretty teapot or coffee pot or whatever you want to call it. But it is beautiful. It just reminds me of like a Alice in Wonderland, you know, and I was going to do this at Christmas time. I was going to do it like, you know, a special Christmas teapot. But then I thought, do I want to make it seasonal? You know, I would like to make it where I could have it out. And I really like this. So pretty, so pretty. I hope I'm not messing this up. This gold going over the white might need an extra little something, but we'll see. Okay, hold on. I've got some, which one is this? Hold on. I'm going to use my paste wax. I think I'm going to use a little paste wax on this. Just because I can. Wrong one, Susie. Right church, wrong pew. Skirt. Back up. All right. So I'm just going to go over the details with my fingers because I kind of like the way that looks better than what I just did. Because I don't want to muck this all up. It's a pretty piece. Yeah, I like that better. Even though this has, see what this did? It didn't do anything for it. I may go over that with the Fusion Mineral Paint and fix that because I'm not real crazy about that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Nothing like trying it out on a half-hour live, right, Susie? Okay, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. But I like this mucho better. Just gonna go over some of the details, and the feet have some details too. Okay, and I'm probably going to go around the edge here too, just a little bit with my finger. Yeah, that's pretty. That's what it needed. This is Paste Wax by TH Decor. It is the antique gold Pentart wax paste that I use for mostly for crackle finishing and stuff like that. But I'm gonna. So you can just go over it with your finger and you hit the highlights, and that's so much better than painting the whole thing. Just the highlights. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. And I'm going down here to the feet. Just there's a lot of detail in the feet. You see what happens when you hit it like that? It just pulls out all the little pretty detail. That's what it needed. Its little feet are going to get painted gold down here. See there? And a little bit goes a long way. I need a whole lot. Hey, Moira, how are you, girl? See, I've been going live earlier lately, and you've been getting to hang out with me more. I like it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, I'm gonna open this so that I can get in there really good and make sure I got all that part gold. There. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave this for another project. This was not cutting it with this. All right. Here's my raw silk. I'm just going to touch that up. That front, that gold part that I made a mess up. We're going to fix it right now. Right here, right now. This is Fusion Mineral Paint. I use it for so many things. My followers will tell you I've been using it for years. On furniture and all kinds of fun things. Okay, we got that. Okay, done and done. So that just, and it's really highly pigmented, so it covers really well. So even though it's not completely covered, that gold, it's covered enough to where that I can dry that now, and I can put the paste wax on it, and we'll be ready to go to the next step. Right? Right? I'm right, aren't I? Hey, Jillian, everybody wish my Jillian a happy 40th birthday. Jillian is my daughter-in-law, and it's her 40th birthday today. Her and Brooke Riley turned 40 today. Brooke Riley is 40 today as well. She's not on here. I highly doubt. Anyway. You know Brooke, right? From Refab. So, okay. Isn't this pretty? I love, love, love this teapot. I had to have it. It was a little more costly than, you know, some of the things at the resale shop, or the Salvation Army is where I think it was from. But I loved it. I had to have it. Okay, that's so much better. That looks so much better. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay. Now, I'll show you up close and personal. See how the little details pop now? And on the little feet. Just a little bit. It doesn't take much. Just a little. Hi, Jamie. Linda Greenway. How are you, sister? I watched your live. You got done early. Oh, my goodness. That'd be the day. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do on my list here is I made these little molds here that are I'm gonna decopage this little bumblebee right in the center of that belly of that pot. And I made these are hot glue molds, and I'm going to glaze them. But before I do that, I'm gonna put this on the belly of the pot with some Mod Podge. And grab another plate here. Not a lot, just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. And I don't need much. Okay, I think I'm just going to put it right on the rice paper, because these molds were made to go right around this rice paper so that it looks like it's in a frame. Okay, this is just a rice paper that I got on a sheet with a bunch of others that one of my followers sent me. One of my sweet followers sent me a whole bunch of these, and some of them have, you know, like perfumes on them, you know, like number 2, I don't know, got French words on them, bumblebees and all that stuff. But we're gonna get this on here, right in the center of the pot. Just like this. Oh, how cute are you gonna be? And take a little chip brush. Make sure I don't have any on my hands. And get it down on there. Like that. How cute. Even though there's a little bitty baby wrinkle there, you're not going to see it because it's going to be covered with the molds. My mind went bye-bye in mid-sentence. Oh, it's working overtime today. Thank you, Anna. I'm just kind of press it down, making sure it's in there really good. I'm going to take a whole lot of time with the drying process because it'll have time to dry while I'm doing this. Now, what I'm going to do is I've got some very, very, very little bit of this left. I've been using this probably for 3 years. This is Valspar glaze, and it came from Lowe's, and the color is mousse mousse. As my friend Therese would say, when one mousse is just not enough. She's so funny. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in here with, it's a glaze. It's not a wax or anything like that. So I'm going to get in here with kind of a wet brush, and I'm going to go down into all the little nooks and crannies of this with this glaze. These are little molds that I've made with my dash from Prima Redesign, and those I got on Amazon. Okay, so these are nice and dry. The important thing is to make sure that your molds are dry before you put your glaze on, otherwise they get kind of muddied, and you don't want that. You want them to kind of look like they're, like you get into all the nooks and crannies. Okay, make them dark. Yeah, like that. And then, they don't make this color anymore, the mousse mousse. They make something similar, but you know, they're always changing things up and retiring things and all that stuff, you know. And then you got to find something else you like or not. Brush in mouth, true artist. Yes, indeed. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to dab this off with a baby white here, like this, so that it's going to be, you know, going to have, the details are going to come out in this. They're going to come out to play, right? We want this vintagey looking. This is the vintage and thrifted. I got to believe this is a vintage teapot. It's old. It had some markings on the bottom of it. But here's the thing, and if I thought it was worth anything, I wouldn't have painted it. But it had some markings on the side that didn't come with it when it was manufactured, I'm sure, that weren't coming off. And I thought, well, I think this piece is done unless you take it in and have it polished and, you know, re-sanded and all that stuff, re-coated in silver or whatever. It's not silver through and through. I don't know what I paid for this. I think I paid like maybe $12 for it, which is a lot for a resale. But I thought it was worth it myself. All right, so this is what we have. Now they're grunged up nicely. I like grunging my things up nicely. And I'm going to add some B7000 to it, I think. And I'm going to put it around, maybe I'll lay it in a plate, a pack of plates. Here we go. Here we go. How's that? I got a mark on it a little bit. I'll fix it later. I'm just going to take these and I'm going to B7000 them to the side around this little mold. Add a little bit of hot glue just for a quick, fast stick right in the middle. Okay. Put one right here. Whoop. I had them all nicely arranged. Ah, thank you. Who said that? Anna. Thank you, Anna. Can't believe 16 minutes has gone by. Okay. I mean, it goes by quick. Like fast. Fast. Gotta be quick. All right, and this side, don't drop it, Susie. Like this. Okay, so it's going to be wrapped around, kind of like this was going to be kind of like a frame for the bumblebee. Okay. Okay. Wait till it's, I got some goobers on my hands here. See, I don't want to mess it up any further. Oh, it came off. Good. Needs a little more glue right here. There we go. a little more right here. A little more over here. How about that? Okay. All right, and we'll get the top and bottom on now. The B7000 dries quick, and the hot glue will hold it temporarily, and when that B7000 kicks in, it'll be on there forever. Forever and ever. Amen. All right. I'm going to get that to attach here all the way around. Like French Farmhouse Beautiful. Exactly, my dear. That's my vibe. I love it. I love French Farmhouse. I could get it to stick, I'd be even happier. You know, it's just because when you're live, you know, the glue talks to the other glue and it says, let's mess her up, you know. Let's just see what she does. Let's watch her freak out. All right. Oh, how pretty. I like it. And last one here. The B7000 first. So you put that on first because the hot glue, we don't want it curing before it hits the pot. My little squeaky glue gun here. It's very, it sounds like my great grandmother's knees or something. But, oh, this is so pretty. I love this. So glad. I thought about this for a long time. I was going to do it like Alice in Wonderland. I was going to check it. I was going to black and white check it. And then I thought, you know what? Susie, you love the French Farmhouse. Why would you do anything else? Just do what you love. Why would you do anything else? Sometimes I have to have a talking to myself. Do you do that? I have a chit-chat with myself every now and then. Okay. Isn't that lovely? I love it. And yeah, there's a couple spots on the side of the pot there, right there. But I'm going to fix that. That's not a problem. We're just going to touch that up with a little paint and we are good to go, right? Oh, she's pretty. All right. So now, as you know, every crown has got to have a little jewel or two in it, right? I mean, I wouldn't be a totally dazzled ambassador. I'm not going to be at all. I don't know where my pen is. My picker pen is. Where's my picker pen? I have to have a picker pen. Hold on. I have to have my picker pen. It's right here. It's right here. Right where I left it. I have to put a few jewels in this crown, you know. I wouldn't be much of a totally dazzled ambassador if I didn't do that. I have to put a couple jewels in. And we are going to have a piece totally dazzled on this. Now these are my jewels right here. I sell in my Etsy shop. These are SS16 Aurora Borealis or AB stones. And they are gorgeous. They shine like new money. This is the Totally Dazzled picker pen and tray that I'm using here. If you need any Totally Dazzled, I would love for you to go over there through my link and check them out. Exclamation point, Totally Dazzled, all small case and no spaces. Okay, we got a crown now, ladies. We do. We got sparkly crown. Isn't that pretty? So pretty, right? All right, so now that we've got that part done, and the bees on, and the molds on, I'm going to take a little bit of Fusion Mineral Paint, this Tough Coat. Do I have time to do that? I'm worried should go over it when it's all done, I'm thinking. I'll probably do it when it's all done because I don't want to take too much time with that. That's going to take a minute to dry. So I'm going to do that later. But this is Fusion Mineral Paint Tough Coat. It's a clear coat. You put it on with a wet wipe, like a sponge or a baby wipe. You just put a little bit of this on and you just wipe it over it and it protects it. It gives it a nice tough coat of protection, okay? So the next thing we're going to do then is we're going to add some flowers to this. I've got some beautiful florals picked out here. I've got some Hobby Lobby beautiful roses that we're going to do. And I bought some of these tulips from Amazon. And I want to show you what you can do. They're white, obviously, but you can take a little bit of scrapbooking ink and you can just do this. You can take a baby wipe. Take a little baby wipe and you just go over like this. Look at how cool this is. You can it's got like little veins in it, little veins, and you can take your baby wipe and just wipe it back and give it a little blush. That's all it needs, and it looks realistic. It's really cool. That was one of the reasons I bought the white, was because you can leave it white or you can give it just a little bit of a blush. Isn't that cool? Just a little bit. So what I'm going to do, now tulips, as you know, they kind of wilt like this. They kind of hang over. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little bit of blushing on these. Real quick blush. Like that. Put them in there like that. I got a bunch of them. I'm going to put about 5 or 6 of them in here in this grouping. And wipe it back. That's all I'm doing is wiping it on, wax off. Daniel's son. Good tip? Thank you. Hey, Pat, how are you, from my friend? All right. I'm so glad your hand is feeling better. I've been praying for you, sister. You need a rest. You need to rest that thing. Woohoo! I got a few minutes left here. I got some splaining to do here still. All right. And a couple of these, this one I already blushed. That one I already blushed up. Because that was the one I tried to see if it worked. Now you can get these on Amazon. I got a dozen of them. And they're rubberized and they're really nice, actually. If you're interested, I can leave you the link. Let me know in the comments and I will check them out after. Okay, now these are from the Dollar, or from not Dollar Tree. These are from Hobby Lobby. These came out of bush, a big bush from the Hoblob. See, like this. And I just cut a few of them. I'm just going to pop these in like this. Like this. Like this. Yeah, pretty. This one goes in the front here because it's got a little bud. I want that bud in the front. And then I've got some lavender from Walmart. They have the prettiest. I love their lavender. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole bush and I'm going to stick it back here in the back and just kind of fan it out like that. Isn't that pretty already? And then I've got just a couple pieces of baby's breath that I'm just going to poke in here and there. This baby's breath also from Walmart. Came in a big bush and I just cut it down like that. Where's my cutters? These babies back. Ooh, time's a flying. Time's a flying here. And one more right here. I think I'm going to just pop that right off and put this back here like that. So it looks pretty all the way around like that, right? And then on top of that, we're going to add, I've got a vintage doily here that's got just a little bit of color in it. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to tuck it right in here up underneath this, off to the side, sort of like it's hanging out by the arm. There we go. It's a little vintage doily. Got to have some pearls, right? I'm just going to double them up. These are just old pearls I've had, in my stash for a while. Okay, like that. I'm just going to just drape them down over the flowers like this. Make it look very vintage-esque. I've got a piece of peachy colored, I don't know what you want to call it, ribbon. Ribbon, I guess, is what you would call it. And I'm going to just snip this end right here, because what I did with this end was I just ripped it like this. Get a hold of it and rip it like this, because it makes it fray, and I didn't want it pristine like that. So I wanted it to fray and wanted it to be old looking. Okay, I'm going to put the ribbon crisscross in the front. Crisscross. I'm going to put a little dab of glue in the middle to make it stay. Like that. Okay. And I do have some Totally Dazzled that I am going to put on this, and I'm not going to have time to put it all on, but this was from my friend Linda Greenway's Totally Dazzled pack, and I'm going to put that front and center. It looks so vintage and so pretty. I'm just going to pin that right on there, right on the front, because it's got that dangling pearl, and it looks so pretty with this. It's looking more vintage by the minute, right? Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that with those pearls. I love this. And I have my hummingbird from my pack that I'm going to also mount right over here, like it's hanging out by this little flower, like it's getting ready to go in for some nectar. And I'm going to mount that right there, so you know, and I'll take some pictures of it when it's all done. And then I do have this one little bumblebee from Totally Dazzled. Now, this was from my Totally Dazzled pack back last April, but this is from the Bumblebee pack, the bug pack that you can get. And I'm just going to put him right here at the tip of the nozzle. And that's it, you guys. Simple, 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 right? That was so easy, right? You can make it your own. You can make it any color you want to match your decor. Anyway, that's my submission, and my time is up. Hey, listen, come on over and give me a follow at Bellalina Boutique. I would love to have you as a follower over there. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. I'm so glad you were here. Thank you, Miss Tracy, for having me. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you again soon. Bye.